thinking we do some yoga without the dog bone and the barking dogs today. Let's see how lucky we get. Dog bone, out the way. How are you doing? Good morning. I had a cup of coffee today because I had a late night last night. So I'm going to try and ground down and give you some peace. How are you feeling? How's your body? You ready? What are you feeling this morning? Let's get on our mats and find out, okay? It's so funny, I always take a moment and try and, plug in, right? And see what comes through, what am I feeling like? Listening to your own inner intuition, right? Quite often the coffee makes us spark around and you're kind of whizzing too far that you're not able to kind of quiet down and feel it, right? So let's plug in. Find your mat. And we'll begin cross-legged, seated position. Grab a block if you want one. I'm going to get my hair out of my face. Just find yourself a position that works for you to start. So your hands can either face up if you need a little energy. Palms down to help you ground. Take an inhale and just sit up energetically. So the root of your spine, that base of your spine connected to the ground. Feel your bum on your mat. As you take a breath in, just allow the eyes to close. And go within to that space where you connect. Connect to you deep down in there. And just spend a moment there as you breathe. Spending a few moments just focusing on all the sounds that are happening around you. And now bring that attention inside. Follow your breath all the way down to your belly and follow its journey all the way back up. Feeling the weight of your hands on your knees. Feeling the elbows heavy. Feeling the shoulders just relax and sink down. On your next inhale, just lifting the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, a little bit taller. And exhale, grounding that breath down into the ground. Push it right down. Bringing the palms together. Press your fingers together and feel those fingers. Feel the energy in the fingertips. Maybe setting an intention for your practice or your day. What do you want your day to look like? What kind of energy in your day? What do you need? What would you like? So Focusing on something creates a spark of energy. Then that energy can begin to expand when you give it some attention. Create a picture. Start to increase the breath, bring it all the way down into the belly, and exhale it out through the mouth. And again, deep inhale. Exhale it out through the mouth. Seal the lips, keep that breath. That breath starting to just build a little bit of heat and energy flowing in the body. Oxygen, carrying vital nutrients, bloodstream, everything flowing with intention around the body. Take the palms all the way up on your next inhale. And exhale, just release those hands up to the sky. Spread your fingers like a good morning yawn. Take the gaze up, but your eyes can stay closed. Exhale, draw your hands behind your back, clasping your fingers. And on an inhale, draw the shoulder blades together. Push the hands down. Stick out your chest. And lift up your chin, maybe wiggle the jaw, maybe breathe out. Just releasing the neck. You can keep your hands clasped, maybe just take one ear down to the shoulder. Roll the chin down to the chest. Press the hands down. Other ear, other shoulder. Chin to the chest. And on an inhale, release the hands back up above the head. Good morning, yawn. Clasp the hands above the head. Turn the wrists over. Press them up. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, just let the hands fall down in front of you. Onto the floor. Draw the chin into the chest. Say good morning, lower back. Inhale, just walk the hands slowly over to the right. Take an inhale, come onto your fingertips, lengthen. Now draw the chest, the body forward and down. Or say hello, left hip. Not time for a hip replacement, unless you've already had one and you're feeling pretty good right now. Good, inhale, slowly rise, fingertip over to the other side. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward and down. Just keep your elbows soft. Try to root that bum cheek, that right bum cheek on the ground. Inhale, come all the way back up. Walk the hands back round to the center. Draw the hands in, shoulders up to the ears and down the back. And again, do that again. Felt good. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, all the way back. Inhale, reach the hands above the head. Just take that right hand down. On the exhale, reach overhead to the side. Just a nice lateral bend. Keep that right elbow soft. Again, reach with the fingers, press the bum cheek down. Feel a difference. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, other side, one hand down. Rooting and reaching. You can keep your eyes closed or just a soft gaze. Inhale, reach up. One more time each side. That's it, really release under the arm, all the way down the side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Let's take a little twist around, a nice little spinal rotation. Go round to the right first. Just bring one hand on the knee, one hand behind. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate a bit more. Take a breath here. Bring your chin down towards your chest. Good. Inhale, lengthen, hands over the head. You can look up. Exhale, rotate. Hand on the knee, one hand behind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate a little more. Chin down. Good. Release. One more time, hands above the head. And exhale, we'll draw the hands down in front of us. And we'll hang out there for 5 breaths. You can take another inhale to lengthen. And as you exhale, you can fold a little bit farther forward. Drop the chin and the head. Relax the elbows, relax the fingers, relax the hips. Slowly rise, drawing that left leg behind. See if you can put the knee down, foot behind, and extend your right leg long. Now that might be massively uncomfortable here on this hip, right? If it is, take your feet, just do a few windshield wipers for me, just to kind of oil that space. And then come back in to this shape. It's almost like a hurdling shape. Do you have hurdling here in America? So just point the toes backwards. Take a deep inhale, reach the hands up, rotate towards that long leg, and exhale. Just fold over. Bring the hands either side of your shin. Take an inhale, lengthen. And exhale, draw the body forward. Take 5 breaths here. Slowly rise. Walk the hands in. Release that leg. Extend it long. Big wide straddle. Take an inhale. Come all the way up. Exhale, fold in to center. So we're really kind of getting into hamstrings early on. Let's just get them activated. Take an inhale, lengthen. We're just doing 5 breaths. Fold in. Relax the head. You can shake it side to side. Soften the elbows. Maybe flex out the feet for a moment so you can feel that squeeze in the hips. Then relax, let it go. Slowly rise, drawing right heel behind. Feeling maybe a little compression here in the side. It's funny, it makes it hard for me to sit up. So there's a little bit stuck in there. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, fold over that straight leg. Take an inhale, maybe lengthen. Bring the hands either side of the shin. Try to fold in. So I'm feeling that. Almost like a little pinch. But it's not pain. If it's painful, you could sit on a block or just bloody release, right? I'm going to sit with it and let some stuff squeeze out that needs squeezed out. Take a deep inhale, come on up, release that back foot. Let's windshield wiper. So bring your feet to either side of your mat, nice and wide. Take an inhale, lift up. Exhale, draw the knees over to the left. Inhale. Exhale, other side. Inhale. Exhale. Do a couple more each side. Good, you're getting a nice bum massage at the same time. Come back to center. Cross the legs, roll over onto all fours for me. So knees hip width apart, curl the toes under for me. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Take a deep inhale. Drop the belly. Lift the gaze up to the sky. Stick your bum out. Exhale. Release your toes. Curve the spine like a cat. Press up, chin to chest. So play with this. Inhaling. Exhaling. These are always a great way. We start most of our practices with this. Little flexion and extension of the spine. Coming to neutral position. Walking the hands forward. Let's take some big giant rolls. Now, spread your fingers first on your mat. Just roll the hips forward. Exhale, press them back to the heels. Close your eyes. Inhale forward, and your elbows are soft. Right, don't lock anything out and stress anything. We're not here to stress, we're here to chill out. Changing directions when you reach the top, but follow your breath. As long as you're breathing and you're moving, you're doing all right. Good. Next time you're forward, just lower yourself down to your mat. Come onto your belly. Come onto your shoulders. Draw the hands out to the side. Turn your palms to face forward. On your next inhale, I want you to just lift. Feet, hands. Take the hands behind, pressing the palms together, shoulder blades together. Just activating that lower back. Exhale, release it down. Take a breath and inhale, come back up. Squeeze the palms together. My coffee just nearly came back up. Yeah, who drinks coffee before yoga? Me. So much more fun. Trying to calm down. Exhale, bring the hands all the way around underneath the chin. Next inhale, lock your toes into the mat and lift the upper body. Take an inhale and lift. Take the gaze up, feeling that lower back muscle, right? The two muscles that run up either side of your spine, strengthening. Exhale, lower down. This time just lift the feet. Inhale. I can't even follow my own instructions. Lower down. Good, maybe reaching behind, taking hold of a foot. And if you can't, just take the hands behind, keep your feet here, and try to just lift. If you've got hold of left foot, right foot, take an inhale, kick the feet into the hands. What that does, it draws the shoulders, the chest, some of your chests off the mat. Lift up a little higher. Yes, I think it came off. Breathe. Slowly lower down. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Tops of your feet on your mat. Bring your elbows into the sides and slowly start to rise up into half cobra. Spreading the fingers. Take the gaze up. Draw the shoulders down. Exhale, lower down. You can maybe take your hands a little farther apart to the outside of your mat, but keep your elbows in. Press up a little more. That feels good. Inhale, gaze up. Release your toes. Now start to press your toes into the mat. Maybe you can even float your knees off if you have no wrist issues. Exhale, slowly lower down. Next inhale, press back up, curl toes. Come onto your knees. Good, just rearrange hands. Got hairs all over my mat. Need to vacuum it. Take a deep inhale, a deep exhale. Reaching your left foot back. I'll come here so it stays in the shot. Press back through the heel. And breathe. Just feel that Achilles, your calf. Nice deep stretch. His fingers are spread. Press the mat away. Good. Lift that leg and hover. Flex out the foot. Extend maybe your right hand forward. Keep your gaze down and then take it to the fingers. Maybe elbow, knee connect in the middle. Exhale, extend. Try to lengthen fingertips to the heel. And again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back into center. Exhale, one more time, following your breath. And stay there. Now lift up out of that hand. I'm going to just bring my hand underneath my shoulder a little better. Drop that left hip a little. Draw the belly button in. So balancing the core, kicking in. Take that right hand out to the side. Take that foot out to the side. Oh, that hurts my hip. Good. Press. Draw it all the way. Draw the hand down. Draw that foot all the way into diagonal behind you. Look over your right shoulder. See if you can see those left toes. Bring your toes into the mat, into the floor. And draw the shoulder towards that hip. So you're releasing this left IT band. Just breathe. Good. Now bring that knee behind. Just drop, just bend that knee. So now your left knee is behind your right knee. Oh yes, we're right there. Let's sit back into cow-shaped pose. What am I doing this to us for? Straight into the hips. So, just check your shape. Right knee over left. Feet are out here. You can draw them into the body. You can also come back up, adjust yourself. Take a deep inhale, reach the hands up. Good, and that left hand, draw it into the base of your neck. Take your right hand, wrap it behind. See if you can connect your fingers behind your back. So you're like this. If you can't connect the fingers, it's okay. Nobody is going to laugh at you, do anything. You could use a towel, perhaps, right? Something to just help you with this release. So you want to draw the elbow up to the ceiling a little more. You're releasing the backs of the arms. Take an inhale and just relax your chin. You could also lean forward a little. Just play with that. Trying to keep your sits bones connected. And breathe. You can close your eyes. Slowly release the hands. Oh, unwind the shoulders. Slowly walking the hands in front again. Uncross the knees. Bring the knees together, toes together. Sit back to the heels. Draw the hands behind you, palms up, forehead to the ground. Different expression of child's pose. Take 5 breaths. slowly rise. Bringing the hands in front, take the knees hip width apart, curl the toes under. Walk the hands in towards the knees. Bring the hands up into the crease of the hips. Take an inhale, back bend, look up. Exhale, slide the hands down, curve the back, chin to chest. Inhale, draw them up. Draw your shoulders back, shoulder blades together, stick them out. Exhale, curve in. Inhale. Exhale down. Next inhale, come all the way up onto the knees. Bring your hands behind your hips, fingers pointing down. Take an inhale, draw the shoulders together. Shoulders, elbows. Lift the gaze to the ceiling, press the hips forward. Good, it's camel pose, Ustrasana. You could maybe reach down to your left heel. If you're open, your right heel. Take the gaze up, and if you have any neck issues that feels uncomfortable, you just keep your gaze neutral forward, but just breathe. Take 5 there for me. Lift up, open out the chest even more, heart wide open. Good, slowly getting out of the shape, how you got in. One hand to the hip, push it all up. Take a breath and release the hands down. Good, keeping the feet where they are, the knees where they are. Draw the crown of the head into the mat as close as you can to your knees. Take hold of the heels. On an inhale, release the toes. Ow. Inhale, lift the hips up, rolling onto the crown of your head. It's called rabbit pose. Draw the belly in. So you'll feel a real release in the lumbar part of your spine. Exhale, bum back down to the heels. Release the hands in front. Come all the way back up onto all fours. Rearrange your hands, your feet. This time, take your right foot behind and press it into the mat. Good, just looking down at your thumbs. Just press back, releasing that Achilles, that tendon, your calf, and some of the fascia underneath the foot, that connective tissue that makes everything hurt when you walk around in flip-flops or bare feet all day. That's life in Florida as a yoga teacher. Good, inhale, lift it up. So, firing up the core, drop that right hip a little, keep your gaze to the ground and press through the hands. Maybe extending left hand out, gaze at the fingers. Reaching through the heel to the tips of the fingers. Different sides of the body. Imagine it split in half down the middle. Good, reach the hand out to the side. See if the leg will come out to the side and stay lifted. Oh, my hip just freezes. Oh, good. So we'll quit that, bring the hand down. Take the leg diagonally over. Like my hip just locks in, so if I can't do it, if some of you can't do it, we shouldn't bloody do it. Lift up and exhale, turn towards that foot. Blue. Wait, look over the shoulder. Get that lovely, lovely IT band. Release. And breathe. Good, that leg that's behind, just drop the knee to your mat. So right leg's behind, walk the hands back, all the way to sit on your bum. So you're in your cow-shaped pose, opposite side this time. Excuse me. Take a deep inhale, reach the hands above the head. We're going to have a bark in a moment. We're going to try and get into shape first. Take your right hand into the back of the neck. Take your left hand behind. See if you can clasp fingers. Take a deep inhale and maybe just drop your chin. Maybe lower the body forward a little bit. Cow-shaped pose. Gomukhasana. Oh, shh. Come here. I think he's senile. Inhale, release. Walk the hands forward. Release that knee. Come back onto all fours. Take some cat and cows while you know what I have to do. Let the man out for a sunbathe. Go on. That's the door. Good lad. So far, much quieter than yesterday. Curl the heels under, lift the bum high. Let's find our downward facing dog. Pressing back through the heels. You'll notice your hamstrings are a lot looser. So maybe the heels can draw a little farther down towards your mat. They may never ever touch. And that's all right. That's just the way your body, your fascia, your connective tissue is made. Breathe. Take an inhale, come onto the toes. Bring your heels over to the left side. Coming onto the knife edge of that left foot, the inside of your right, press back. IT band again. Spreading your fingers. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, same thing, other side. A little tighter on that side in my body. So I notice it and I just coax it to go a little farther, a little deeper. High on the toes, bend the knees deep, draw the belly down to the thighs, and really lengthen through the spine. Nice long spine. Drop down to the knees. Come all the way back up onto all fours. Extend your left leg back. Extend your right hand forward. Lift them parallel to your mat. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, extend. And again, inhale. Gripping the mat with that left hand. If your wrists are a little tight. Flex out the foot, one more. Exhale, take the hand behind, draw the heel into the bum. See if you can connect them. Grabbing the outside edge of the foot, kicking into the hand, gaze over the shoulder, lift up. Two more breaths, lift the knee, kick into the hand a little more to provide lift. Slowly release the hand, extend the leg long. Draw it out to the side. Again, press the foot down into the mat. Pinky toe pressing in. Walk the hands in, come up. Oh, I've got a seizure happening in my hip. Reach the hands up. Good, now draw that left hand down to the long leg. Extend overhead. I'm really looking forward to the other side. Good, release the hand down beside you. Extend overhead, that feels good. That's what my body wanted. So I'm gonna do that. Maybe floating that leg. Ow, maybe not. Just play. Good, bringing the hands all the way back down in front. Take a few cat-cows. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. A neutral spine. Lift the leg. Take it all the way back behind. Replace the knee. Curl the toes under. Rearrange hands and knees, and we'll do the same thing with the right leg. Pressing the toe out, lifting. Pressing through the hands, and maybe left hand extends. Elbow to knee in the middle of the body. Inhale. Exhale, extend. Inhale. Exhale. This time on the exhale, stay there. Then slowly rotate the hand around, curl the heel in, see if you can grab the outside edge. You could also get your pants. Now kick up, gaze over the shoulder. Lift a little higher, draw the belly in. Release the hand, release the foot. Good, take the leg all the way out to the side. I had another cramp. Not doing well today. Walk the hands all the way in. That back toe's curled under, and inhale, come on up. Reach up. Right hand comes down onto the long leg, extend overhead. You can gaze up at your fingers. Good, take it down about a foot outside your hip, your knee, release it over. Just feel that down the side of the body. Inhale, release, bring the hands back down in front. Lift the leg, take it behind, replace the knee back onto your mat. Back onto all fours, come up to downward facing dog. Each time getting a little deeper into the hamstrings. Look at your belly button and breathe. Maybe reaching to your left ankle with the right hand, gazing underneath the arm. Good, use the hand to draw the body in. Release, same thing, other side. I'm just going to tuck my belly in. Coming high on the toes and bending the knees deep, belly down to the knees. Drop the knees. Walk the hands forward to the top of your mat. Take an inhale and lower the chest. Lower the elbows. Keep your chin forward. It's puppy pose, heart melting pose. Your heart coming into your mat. Take 5 breaths. Your bum is off your heels, so it's not child's pose. Slowly lift, walk the elbows back underneath the shoulders. Spread the palms, gaze at your thumb, and walk the knees in a little. So walk your knees in together actually. Take a deep inhale and lift the left leg behind you. Lift it up, press through. Press through the arms. Good, bring that knee down, same thing other side. Bring the knee down, come up onto the hands. Extend, left leg behind. Take an exhale, slowly lower the elbows, chin down to the ground. Inhale, press up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, come up. Replace the knee, other side. Extend the leg up, lower down, elbows, chest down to the ground. Lift up. Exhale, lower down. Press up. Release the knees. Take a breath here. Lower down to the elbows. Palms down into the ground. Curl the toes under. Lift the hips. Now press back through the heels. Take 2 more breaths. Make sure the toes are zipped together. Maybe lift the left leg. Rotate the toes. Good, place it down. Really press through those elbows. Lift the other leg. Press the heel down. Rotate the toes. You're just looking up at your belly button. Press back. Bring the toes down, drop to the knees. Take the knees apart, toes together, draw the hips back. Extend the body forward, child's pose. Crown, forehead, down to the mat. Relax the elbows, breathe. Next inhale, come on up. Bring the hands under the shoulders, curl the toes. Arrange the knees hip width apart. Take an inhale, that right hand, reach high to the sky. Good, reach it up. Maybe it wraps around to find the crease of that right wrist. Open out even more. Good, release the hand up. Thread it underneath the right armpit. Draw the shoulder as close as you can to the knee. Keep your hips high, side of the head down. Take an inhale, maybe right hand comes all the way around into that left hip crease. Open out the shoulder, draw it in towards the spine. If you'd like to try your balance, extend that left leg back, pressing the toe into the mat. So you're really transferring your weight and your balance onto the left side of your body. You could even play with floating. Take your time. You have to press down with the hands. You have to keep your gaze steady, your breath steady. Good. Slowly lower the foot down. The knee down. Release the bind if you took it. Slowly press through that right hand. Undo the zip, open out, and place it down. Breathe. Open out. Right hand to the sky. Find the back of the hip and open up. Look up. Hold it there. Come on, old man. That's my boy. I was somewhere over here, all tied up. Good. Release the hand, open it out. Exhale, thread the needle. Go underneath, left armpit. Hi. Hello. Maybe wrapping left hand around into the crease of the hip, opening out the shoulder. Maybe left leg presses behind just to see how it is on that right side of the body. Maybe one side of your body you're better at balancing than the other, right? So that's telling you a lot. Slowly try to lift that leg. I nearly fell over. I nearly ate it there. forever caught. That's all good. Slowly lower the knee down, undo the wrap, unthread the needle. That's it, bring the hands back underneath. Take a few cat-cows just to kind of reset. Drop down to the elbows. Spread the fingers. Take the toes back one at a time. Let's do a little forearm plank. So draw the shoulders over the elbows. Look down at your fingers and really press down through the arms so you're not dumping into your shoulders. Draw the belly button into the spine. Stay strong. We're only going to do a few breaths. We can do anything for a few breaths, right? Maybe you could float the left foot. Kind of gives your brain something to do for a moment, except thinking about what torture. Exhale, lower down, other side, lift it up. Still with me? Lower down. Coming onto your right side. You can drop down to your knee if you like and set up for side plank. You can extend one arm up. You could even float the leg. You could take a toe bind. You can kind of do what you want in these side planks. You could also drop the back knee, drop that bottom knee and stay here. So there's always solutions. Roll back to forearm plank. So we're just creating a little bit of fire here in the body and more so in the mind, tapas, purity, right? When we burn through discomfort, roll onto your other side. You can bring your knee down, arrange yourself. You could extend top hand. You could float the foot. You could take a toe bind, but lift the hips. And if that's just awful, just drop your knee, but it's just try. Come back to forearm plank. Bring the hands up, see if you can come into full plank. Just for 5 breaths. 4, 3, 2, 1, down dog. Good. Rearrange the feet. Shake the head side to side. Come high on the toes. Slowly walk the toes towards the hands. Take the feet behind the hands and drop the hips into yogi squat. Bring the hands in front. Take the elbows. Press the knees out. Try to raise the body. Just breathe. If you can't get your heels down, take your feet a little farther apart. Now you could play here. Try a little arm balance if that's in your practice. Crow pose. Bakasana. So stay here if you're happy chilling out. It's really good for your hips. Just close your eyes and breathe. It's also great for the front in your ankles, compressing. Or you can place your hands down. You can lift your bum up. Rotate the toes towards the wrists. So I want your elbows pressing back, not out to the sides or it's impossible. You can lift up onto the toes, bend the elbows behind you, place the knees into the armpits or on the back of your triceps. I'm going to see if my wrist will allow me to do this, even just for a few seconds, right? Now I draw the body forward. I lift up one heel. I lift up one heel, and that might be enough. Try the other side. The elbows are bent back, the gaze is forward. Maybe floating both. No, not happening with the wrist today. That's all right. So that's your practice. Just try. I'm going to try one more time because my ego wants yes for a second. See how the ego works? Kind of gets you in trouble, right? When you're done with that, let's just sit down onto our bums. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let's do a diamond shape. That's what used to happen to us in class with handstands. In our teacher training, we would handstand, right? And then all our shoulders started going to bits, or we'd fall over and crack our heads, and and then we'd still try it the next day. Let's slide our palms underneath the ankles, the shins. Maybe you just get here. You could take your flab out from under your sit bones, right? That just gives us a bit more space. We're not 12-year-old boys doing yoga. We're women and men with bits that get in the way, maybe. There might be boobs, there might be thighs, bellies, all kinds of stuff. So we may not look like the front of a yoga magazine where everything just bends and lifts and lengthens. Right? But you have this incredible body, your vehicle. You just move the stuff out the way. You work with what you have. Take an inhale and an exhale, fold in a little deeper. Let your chin come to your chest. Close your eyes. Be grateful maybe for a body that's working in whatever way it can. If it's got some moving parts, maybe some parts don't move. So focus on the parts that do move, the parts that do work. Your vehicle to experience life. A container for you deep down in there. So life every day truly is a gift. Your body truly is a gift. Slowly unwind. Let's take that left leg all the way behind and let's do a little pigeon. So, look how easy I pop up into bloody pigeon. Take your hands underneath the shoulders, right knee outside of your mat behind that right wrist. Wiggle the toes forward, right? And mine gets stuck there, so that's as far as they'll go. Back foot, walk it into the middle of your mat. Release the toe, square off the shoulders and the hips, and slowly lower down. Now you might just get your chin down. You may be coming down to elbows. You may walk the hands forward, bring the chest down. You can always do this shape on your back. If you have pain in your knee, you lay on your back. Bend your knees, cross that right ankle. So you're making the same shape. You just reach through and try and hold behind the thigh or just underneath the knee. So you're still getting compression in that hip. So you choose your shape. Just try not to fall onto that right bum. If you're on your right bum cheek, come back over the middle. Over the middle where it's like, what is going on? Slowly rise. Now you can come onto that cheek. Bring that left leg all the way back around. Just extend the legs long for a moment. Take an inhale. And exhale, let's just fold forward. Bring the hands onto the shins. Take an inhale, lengthen. Lift up through your chest. Slowly peel the body forwards. And then let your chin come in. Just 5 breaths. You can let your hands relax down by the side. And try and soften. Slowly rise, drawing left heel into the body, setting up pigeon, other side. That right leg goes all the way behind. Left knee to the outside of your mat, behind the wrist. Wiggle the toes forward. Walk that back knee into the middle. Just look over your shoulder. Walk the knee back also. Release the toe, square off, and off you go. Take a deep breath, 10 breaths here. Slowly rise. Draw that leg all the way back around the front. Take the hands on the knees, find your way down to your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Extend the hands out to the side, palms up. Just allow the knees to fall over. Take a little spinal twist. Take the gaze to the opposite shoulder. Come through center. Other side. Turn your head to the opposite direction. Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big, big hug. Give yourself a squeeze and exhale. Just release the legs long onto your mat. Palms up and take rest. Let it go. Take a soft inhale. Exhale it out. Touching fingers to the palm. Fingers to thumb. Maybe squeezing toes. Rotating your ankles. Slowly taking your head side to side. Taking a good morning stretch, reach up. Drawing one knee in at a time. Finding your way onto your side. Take a breath. And when you're ready to awaken, press yourself up to a cross-legged, seated position as we began our practice. Bring the palms into the heart. You can close your eyes, maybe remembering your intention that you set at the start of class. Maybe bringing your hand on top of your heart, other hand right on top to seal that energy in. Take a deep inhale and sigh it out. Deep inhale, sigh it out. Releasing the hands facing up onto the legs, onto the knees, sending out healing metta energy to everybody in this country right now that is hurting, that is suffering, to anybody around the world that is hurting and suffering. Our thoughts create vibrations of energy, positive and negative.